It's about time they take some responsibility here. And instead of signing pledges to Grover Norquist not to ask the wealthiest among us to contribute to bring back the middle class, they should be signing a pledge saying to the middle class, we're going to level the playing field.
By the way, at that point, Grover Norquist of Americans for Tax Reform had outpaced Sarah Palin as the most often dropped name at presidential debates. The aforementioned Grover Norquist, the thorn in the side of Democrats, and a lot of Republicans join me right now. Grover, good to have you.
Good to be here.
The tax issue. People forget, they think at the end of the year it's just those taxes on the upper income that are going to go up. As things stand now, all taxes will go up. From the very bottom, 10% rate goes to 15%. All investment rates go up, Medicare, on and on, dividends. So across the board, big tax hike.
Yep.
You argue nothing puts a chill in the economy more than that, right?
Absolutely. We ought not to be raising taxes, and the pledge that was sort of mentioned by Biden is a pledge by candidates, by office holders, to the American people, not to me, that they'll oppose any and all tax increases. Biden wants to pretend it's just for the upper income people. It's for all taxpayers. One thing to keep in mind, the old promise that Obama made 4 years ago, never to raise taxes on anyone who earned less than $250,000 a year, has been replaced, and Biden didn't get the memo. What Obama has now said 6 times, just 8th, in Grand Junction, Colorado, his new plan is no income tax increase next year. 2 changes.
We do know a lot of taxes are going to go up via the health care law, medical devices, a host of others, off of selling a home, assets, etc. But what else?
Well, that's what we don't know. He's only promising people that for 1 year he won't raise their income taxes. You do notice that all of those tax increases that take place in January could have been avoided if the Democrats, when for 2 years they had the House, Senate, and the presidency, they could have made any or all of those tax cuts permanent for poor people, middle-income people, left-handed people. They made them permanent for nobody, which really kind of telegraphs what their plans are, which is after a year, they'll let them go up on everyone.
You know, when I was chatting with Paul Ryan a few weeks ago, Grover, we got into the issue of what is a tax hike. And we were talking about all these special breaks, credits, allowances, write-offs that some businesses or individuals enjoy, the type of thing that Ronald Reagan went after in 1986, because he argued that if you're using these to get away with paying no taxes, shame on you, you should pay taxes. Actually, the guy in this building since has used that as a justification for Ronald Reagan advocating raising taxes, period. That was not what he said. What do you say? Do you draw the line that even credits and closing loopholes is a tax increase, so don't even think about it?
No, you should eliminate deductions and credits that no longer serve a purpose, or like some of the green
tax. So that
tax
is not
credits.
A tax increase.
Oh, it is. It needs to be offset by reducing rates. So it needs to be revenue neutral. Get rid of those, just like Reagan did in '86. Revenue neutral, rates down.
So when Mitt Romney talks about cutting everyone's taxes by 20%, but he's going to curtail their exemptions, allowances, and as he says, make it in the end revenue neutral to the federal government.
That is not a tax increase, and he's clear.
But that is a tax cut. Even allowing for the fact that upper-income people might find themselves with a watch. Some might pay more.
What we're looking to do is overall not raise the tax burden on the American people. That's what the pledge says.
But you are on board. I'm sorry, Grover, but I want to be clear. You are on board with the rich bearing maybe a bigger chunk of that burden if their deductions are especially phased out or limited.
As long as rates don't go up and the overall tax burden doesn't go up, tax reform is perfectly acceptable. That's a good idea.
Okay, Grover, thank you very, very much.